guys, today in this video I am again going to continue Harry Potter and the Philosopher Stone audiobook series. So I left from page number 110. I will start from page number 111. Yeah. Ron picked up a green bean, looked at it carefully and bit into a corner. Vinegar, see, sprout. They had a good time eating every flavor beans. Harry got toast, coconut, baked beans, strawberry, curry, grass, coffee, sardine, and was even brave enough to nibble the end of a fluffy grey one Ron wouldn't touch, which turned out to be pepper. The countryside now flying past the windows was becoming wider. The neat fields had gone. Now there were woods, twisting rivers, and dark green hills. There was a knock on the door of their compartment, and the round-faced boy Harry had passed on platform 9 3/4 came in. He looked tearful. "Sorry," he said, "but have you seen a Todd at all?" When they shook their heads, he wailed, "I have lost him. He keeps getting away from me." "He'll turn up," said Harry. "Yes," said the boy miserably. "Well, if you see him, he left." "Don't know why he is so bothered," said Ron. "If I had brought a Todd, I would lose it as quick as I could. Mind you, I bought Scabbers, so I can't talk." The rat was still snoozing on Ron's lap. "He might have died and you wouldn't know the difference," said Ron in disgust. "I tried to turn him yellow yesterday to make him more interesting, but spell didn't work. I'll show you. Look." He rummaged around his trunk and pulled out a very battered looking van. It was chipped in places and something white was glinting at the end. Unicorn ears nearly poking out anyway. He had just realized his van when compartment door slid open again. The toddler's boy was back, but this time he had a girl with him. She was already wearing her new Hogwarts robes. Has anyone seen a Todd? Neville's lost one," she said. She had a bossy sort of voice, lots of bushy hair, brown hair, and rather large front teeth. "We have already told him we haven't seen it," said Ron, but the girl wasn't listening. She was looking at the wand in his hand. "Oh, you are doing magic. Let's see it then." She sat down. Ron looked taken aback. All right," he cleared his throat. "Sunshine, Daisy, Buttermellow, turn this stupid fat rat yellow." He waved his wand, but nothing happened. Scabbers stays grey and fast asleep. "Are you sure that's a real spell?" said the girl. "Well, it's not very good, is it? I have tried a few simple spells just for practice, and it all worked for me. Nobody in my family is magic at all." It was ever a surprise when I got my letter, but I was ever pleased, so pleased. Of course, I mean, it's the very best school of witchcraft there is. I have heard I have learned all our set of books off by heart. Of course, I just hope I'll be enough. I am Hermione Granger, by the way. "Who are you?" she said all this very fast. Harry looked at Ron and was relieved to see by his stern face that he hadn't learned all the set of books off by heart either. "I am Ron Weasley," Ron muttered. "Harry Potter," said Harry. "Are you really?" said Hermione. I know all about you. Of course, I got a few extra books of for background reading, and you are in modern history, modern magical history, and the rise and fall of dark arts and great wizarding events of 20th century. Am I? Said Harry, feeling dazed. Goodness, didn't you know I have found out everything I could if it was me, said Hermione. Do either of you know what house you will be in? I have been asking around and I hope I am in Gryffindor. It sounds by far the best. I hear Dumbledore himself was one, but I suppose Ravenclaw wouldn't be too bad anyway. We would better go and look for Nelly's toad. You two had better change, you know. I accept we will be there soon. And she left, taking toddler's boy with her. Whatever house I am in, I hope she's not in it, said Ron. He threw his wand back into his trunk. Stupid spell, George gave it to me. Bet he knew it was a dud. What house are your brothers in? Harry asked. Gryffindor, said Ron. Gloom seemed to be settling again. Mum and Dad were in too. I don't know what they will say if I am not. I don't suppose Ravenclaw would be too bad. But imagine if they put me in Slytherin. That's the house wall. I mean, you know who was in. Yes, said Ron. He flopped back into his seat looking depressed. You know, I think the ends of Scabbers' whiskers are a bit lighter, said Harry, trying to break Ron's mind of houses. So what do your oldest brother do now? They have left anyway. Harry was wondering what a wizard did once he had finished school. Charlie's in Romania studying dragons and whales in Africa doing something for Gringotts, said Ron. Did you hear about Gringotts? It's been all over the Daily Prophet, but I don't suppose you get that with muggles. Someone tried to rob high security vault. Harry stared. Really? What happened to them? Nothing. That's why it's such big news. They haven't been caught. My dad says it must have been a powerful dark wizard to get around Gringotts, but they don't think they took anything. That's what odd. Of course, everyone gets scared when something happens like this, in case you know who's behind it. Harry turned this news over his mind. He was staring to get a prickle of fear every time you know who was mentioned. He supposed this was all part of entering the magical world, but it had been a lot more comfortable saying Voldemort without worrying. What's your Quidditch team? Ron asked. I don't know any. Harry confessed. What? Ron looked dumbfounded. Oh, you wait, it's the 4 balls and positions of 7 players, describing famous games he had been to with his brother and the broomstick he would like to get if he had money. He was just talking. Harry through the final points of the game when the compartment door slid open yet again, but it wasn't Neville, the toddler's boy, or Hermione Granger this time. 3 boys entered, and Harry recognized the middle one at once. It was the pale boy from Madame Elkin's robe shop. He was looking at Harry with a lot more interesting than he had shown back in Diagon Alley. Is it true? He said. They are saying all down the the train that Harry Potter's in this compartment. So it's you, is it? Yes, said Harry. He was looking at the other boys. Both of them were thickest and looked extremely mean. Standing either side of the pale boy, they looked like bodyguards. Oh, this is Crab and this is Goyle, said the pale boy carelessly, noticing where Harry was looking. And my name is Malfoy, Draco Malfoy. Ron gave a slight cough, which might have been hiding snigger. Draco Malfoy looked at him. Think my name is funny, don't you? Don't you? No need to ask who you are. My father told me all the Weasleys have red hairs, freakless, and more children than they can afford. So friends, here our reading for today finishes. I hope you liked the video, and if you liked the video, press the like button now. What are you waiting for? So meet you in the next video, and till